Evening.
Good evening, Mr. Raj. Nice to see you. How are you today? All good?
I'm doing great. Thank you. And how are you?
Perfectly fine. My day was pretty normal. How was
Oh,
yours?
mhm. Yeah, of course, pretty normal. And
So let's proceed. Today, I saw that the topic of discussion is supposed to be religion and science. But as far as I remember, we have already discussed spirituality, we have discussed science, facts, correct? We
yeah,
have
of course.
had these conversations before. So let's
Right.
try something different. Let's go in a different route.
Yeah. So I would
Okay.
like to ask you, have you heard this new concept, open book examination?
Yes, it has existed from back when I was in college. I remember final year, third year. But yes, go on. Where are you going with this?
No, no. I mean, this is a concept which had been tried by CBSE in the year 2014, maybe, but they had discontinued. And they have
Hmm.
decided to try
Hmm.
it again as a pilot project uh,
Hmm.
for classes from 9 to 12
Hmm.
in the coming, I mean, in the this year, November, December.
Okay.
So I was reading to that, and that
Hmm.
fascinated me that yes, this is something that can change. So I had a conversation on this with another tutor, but
Okay.
we couldn't get to up to that level. So I just wanted to bring your
Hmm.
viewpoint on this as well.
Sure.
So
Sure.
should we talk?
Definitely, the stage is yours. If you are initiating a topic or a conversation, I'm more than happy to accommodate it.
Okay. So first thing that I would like to ask, uh,
So sorry to hear that.
that
Mm-hmm.
the first question that I wanted to ask, that
Yes.
whenever we talk about education system, and
Hmm.
we talk a lot about rote learning and
Hmm.
mugging up things, so
Hmm.
how we can employ something which
Yeah.
reduces the pressure from the students or
Hmm.
learners to not mug up and understand in that context.
Yeah.
And then
Hmm.
so I just forgot the question.
It's
Shit.
okay. I think you got a little off track because you got disconnected. It's okay. Take a moment to
Yeah,
gather your thoughts again, and we'll pick up from where you left.
yeah. Mm, I forgot that on which direction I wanted to take this
Okay.
uh,
You were
discussion.
saying
Yeah,
that the current system puts a lot of pressure on students to mug up a lot of things. But with open examination, you were about to ask something, I guess. You wanted to take it in the compare and contrast route.
yeah. So the moment we talk about all these things in the our education system, we
Mm-hmm.
say that we have to curb it.
Yes.
But isn't it impossible? Because no matter what we take, at some point of time, we will have to learn something.
Exactly.
So no matter what we are reading, but we will have to remember something, some concept. We have to remember. Otherwise, we will never be able to master that. Let's say in the language learning,
Hmm.
unless we work on vocabulary part, we are
Hmm.
not going to be fluent. And how to work on that, at least we will have to use that time and again. So in
Mm-hmm.
some way we are trying to learn that it's not about mugging up, but in some way we are trying to repeat and learn that time and again.
True.
So
I feel like we don't have to mug up anything. Mugging up means what? Reading facts without understanding it, right?
right.
So the problem here, I don't think it lies with the education system or anything. It's about the amount of efforts we put to understand a concept. If there is an axiom or a theorem, right? Instead of just reading it on a reading it superficially, why not try to delve deeper into it, understand the logic behind it? Then you won't have to do the rote learning thing, because once you understand a concept, there is no room for rote learning. You know it already. You can present it in your way.
All right.
Yeah. So, do you have any questions now related to that?
No, no. I am completely. I have lost the track that I wanted to discuss on.
But
So
why?
let's. I don't know. I'm not able to recall that because I have already discussed this. So maybe
Hmm.
I'm getting all those questions again and again. So if we continue, we will discuss the same thing. So let's change the topic.
Okay, all right. But if we change the topic, then please don't think about this open exam system in the back of your mind, but because then you won't be
Yeah.
able to give your 100% to the topic in discussion.
Yeah. Of course. Of course. Of
Okay.
course.
All right, great. So, in the last session, we ended the session on a very good note, that is about the importance of fiction and creativity um, in becoming fluent speakers, right? So, I thought, why not discuss the topic of entertainment with you and some interesting questions related to that. So, shall we
Yeah.
proceed?
Sure. Yeah. Of course.
Okay. All right. So I want you to imagine a world without music, movies, cartoon, and entertainment. Okay, just close your eyes and imagine a world devoid of any of these things that I mentioned. What kind of a world would it be, and what impact would it have on us?
Hmm. Well, if we remove all these things from our life,
Hmm.
it will become so mundane. And it's
Hmm.
not that I have not lived in a world where people don't look forward to this. For example, there have been many family members who are not
Hmm.
interested in any of these things. All they look forward to watching is news channel and
Hmm.
then giving lectures to their young ones, to kids, that what should you do, why should you focus on your study. And
Hmm.
they always focus, I mean they always ask them to read no matter how they do it.
Yes. Yeah.
So whether they are able to understand it or not, but they keep on repeating that you have to do this.
Hmm.
So if we remove all these things, first thing that our life will become mundane,
Yeah.
and we would not be able to think anything else.
Hmm.
Whatever is given to us, let's say
Hmm.
any task or anything that we have to do, we
Yes.
we will think of doing that any way possible, and we would not be able to think beyond.
Hmm.
So we will work more like a
Robots.
whipped person, like someone who is whipped from his masters.
Okay, okay. So you become quite robotic, very mechanical, like a
Yeah.
puppet. Yeah.
Right.
You will just go in a direction where people push you. Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. So if I am getting it right, the essence of your answer is number one, you made it very clear, life will become mundane. Second thing, I think you were trying to say that because of a lack of creativity, we'll become quite robotic, and there won't be anything interesting left in life anymore, and we'll just
Right.
do things others are telling us. Okay. Very well. Good points. Definitely good points. Okay. So, to what extent does the content we consume influence our thoughts, whether it's movies, web series, books, also for that matter? To what extent do all these things influence or shape our thoughts and personality?
uh, I can't say it in black and white that what
Hmm.
percentage. Maybe it will differ from person to person. Somebody might get affected
Hmm.
100%. Somebody might get affected only 50%.
Hmm.
So that will vary, and the effect will also vary
No, no.
because
To what extent does not mean the percentage. It means to
yeah,
what degree does the content we consume influence our thought. Either the answer can be it affects us to a great degree, we become what we consume, or it has no impact, or in between. So this is what it
That
means.
is what
But
I was coming
yeah,
to, because
okay.
like I said in terms of percentage. So what I meant was that it will differ from person to person.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might get affected to such an extent that he will shape his life according to all those ideas or beliefs that he has gained from all those things that he followed. And someone else would not even follow even 10% or 50% of that. He would keep
Yes,
on changing his ideas and
correct.
changing his path uh,
Mm-hmm.
again and again on the basis of what kind of, not the contents I would say, I mean the kind of mentality he has, because of his because of the ambience he has got during his growing up days. So
Hmm.
like I would like to give my example.
Sure.
No matter what I watch, what I see,
Yes.
what I
Mm-hmm.
listen to, or what I read, I don't think that my mindset would change on the politician or the bureaucrats, because
Okay.
what I have gained throughout the experiences I have in my life while growing up, or what I have seen, according to that, I am so pessimistic about all these things that I believe that nothing can be changed. The system will work the same way, the
Oh my
way
God.
it works. It is
Mm-hmm.
not going to change. Though I
Okay.
have some positivity because of this, because of some new officers, maybe they are going to change, but it will take some I mean the time that we cannot even imagine, maybe 100 years or 500 years, who knows. So because of that, whatever my mindset is, it's not going to change at all.
Okay. Okay.
So in that way, my
So, what is
answer
the
would
summary of
that,
your answer? What is the gist? Can you sum it up for
yeah,
me?
yeah, of course. So that's what I was saying, that it will differ from person to person.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody can get so much from that, and it differs. It depends on the perspective or the ideology that one person follows as well. For example, uh, if somebody loves any particular sports and he keeps
Yeah.
watching the content related to sports, definitely it will help him to grow.
Right.
So
Yes, it will.
it will work that way. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fine. Got your point now. And how much money are you willing to spend to go out and have fun? Maybe, going out to restaurants or watching movies every month at the cinema, at the theater. What do you think is the maximum money a person should spend in a month?
Once again, a question that can't have a black and white answer. It will differ from person to person.
I
In
don't
case
want a
of,
generalized
yeah,
thing. I just want from your perspective. Okay. So
yeah,
if it's a generalized thing, I'll ask you like on a general basis, what is it? Just tell me from your perspective. Like how much do you think is right? How much do you think is sensible?
yeah, that's what I was saying, that I can think about myself. I cannot
Yes, I
comment
just
about
want it from
others.
your
Yeah.
perspective. Huh. I just want it from your perspective.
So it, again, I would say that it depends, that whatever a person likes. For me, I would not
Hmm.
spend even 10% of my income, because I'm not that interested in watching. Of course, if I
Okay.
have to go on a trip, I would
Hmm.
spend even 50% of my income. But
Hmm.
to go on a restaurant or movie theaters, I would not spend.
Hmm.
So for me, that would be the point.
Okay. So
And
basically, entertainment for you is
and
not
as
a
per my
necessity.
perspective, ten
Huh.
percent of 10 or 20% of income.
Yes, that is a sensible amount. I think that is
Yeah.
something that even I agree with you on. Pretty good. So for you, entertainment is not a necessity. It is. something on the side. It's not. It is not a major component of your life at all.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I would not be able to spend because I have other ways to entertain myself.
Mm-hmm. Such as.
Oh, I'm not going to answer it because you will be, you will say that I come up with the same answer every time.
Oh, music and cricket, is it? Okay, I got it. No
Okay.
worries, no worries. I got your point. Okay, pretty good. So a lot of international pop stars, rock stars, they come to India for concerts, right? So would you like to make a wild guess about what is the cost of one ticket, like a VIP ticket or a seat from a good angle? Can you just make a wild guess?
Mm, it's really tough for me, but
Mm-hmm.
if Indian stars are doing some concert, maybe the cost would be around 5 to 10K.
Okay.
So if international pop stars are coming, it may be double or a little more than that. So 25K maybe.
Ah, okay. So the last time a very famous international singer, I wouldn't want to take the name, came to India, the ticket for one person cost around 32,000 rupees.
Okay.
And people paid that amount of money and went to the concert. So,
Yeah.
how else do you think this money could have been spent if you had this much, right? If you had 32,000, okay, and you had to make a
Oh,
choice between
I
going to the concert and doing something else, what would that something else be?
I would have gone to the concert if Sonu Nigam would be there.
Okay.
May- but maybe half of the amount, not 32K,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
16 or 20K maybe from my side. Or
Hmm.
who knows? I mean, it depends on income. If I would be earning more, I would spend that much as well. What a
Hmm.
big deal.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Great. Very nice. Very honest answer. Truly appreciate it. And the last question, all right, the last one, is entertainment a good way to escape the monotony of our daily life and just get transported in a different world, even if it's for just an hour or two?
Definitely. And the most important part is that it heals us and it rejuvenates us to be ready to our next uh, consignment. So
Hmm.
next, whatever work we have, we would be able to push up ourselves to give our best. So in that way, it works a lot.
Hmm, sure, sure. For me, it is pretty much that. I think entertainment is meant to transport me into a different world for 2 hours, just experience those characters, and then come back to my own world. So that's it for
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. You answered the questions pretty well, Raj. If I had to give you a feedback, I think your hand gestures very good. Compared to the last two sessions today, you showed considerable improvement, and it seemed like a conscious effort.
Oh,
Like you came to the session with the intention
okay.
to prove your non-verbal communication, right?
Okay.
Right, so that was pretty good. The voice modulation part, definitely we can work on it to make it more expressive, the exercise we have done in the previous session, so you know the drill, right? So that's
Yeah.
something to do. Correct. And when it comes to your answers, I like the way you justify your answers. If you have an opinion, you give a detailed answer as to why you like it or why you dislike it, and these opinions are pretty strong, so you don't shy away from giving strong opinions, right? So
Okay.
yeah, I
Thank
like it.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if I had to change one small thing, I would request you to make your point early on in the answer. What happens is in the initial first two sentences, it feels like uh, the beating around the bush thing. So you don't have to do that. You can right away give
Okay.
your opinion, justify, and then conclude. So that would make your answers more compelling.
Okay.
Okay, make sense?
Yeah. Noted. Point
Yes.
noted.
Great.
Okay.
That's about it. Now, if you have any questions to ask, you may go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the moment I started answering your first question after changing the topic,
Uh-huh.
I had recalled maybe the question that I was trying to discuss, but
Hmm.
once again,
Hmm.
I lost it. So next time I would try to write it, and tomorrow we have another session.
Hmm.
So
Okay, sure. All
let's,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, I have an interesting activity for you. It is quite quick. It's very quick, so it wouldn't take much of our time. It's about word pairs. So we know collocations already, right? Word pairs that have
yeah,
been decided by native speakers, and we just go by. So
right.
similarly, there are a lot of other word pairs in English. So let's discuss some related to entertainment. Okay.
Okay,
The first word pair is popcorn and dash. Your options are chips or movies. Popcorn and dash, chips or movies. The meaning of this combination would be enjoying snacks while getting entertained. So, is it popcorn and chips or popcorn and
movies,
movies? Very good.
movies,
Perfect. Moving on to the next one, laughter and dash. Your options are comedy or tears. The meaning is expressing joy and sadness during entertainment.
tears,
Okay. Next one, fantasy and dash. The dash will be filled with the word that's contradicting laughter. Sorry, that's contradicting fantasy. Fantasy and dash.
okay, reality,
Very good. Fantastic. The next one, no more hints. Let's up the game a little bit. Glitz and dash. Glitz is GLITZ and dash.
um, glitz,
And
and
it
what?
basically means the sparkle and charm of show business.
Glitters.
That is the short form glitz is for glitters. The second half
Okay,
also starts with a G.
mm, I can't guess.
No worries,
Glitter
glamour,
and
glitz and glamour.
okay, glamour. Yeah,
Okay, yes. Last one is fame and dash. The meaning is striving for recognition and money. So the recognition part is associated with fame. So fame and dash. For money, what would you say? It also starts with an F.
fame and
Hmm. I'll give you a clue. Yes, the clue is on your way in the chat. You can just see the first three letters.
fame
It is,
and
yeah, it's a synonym for money.
mm,
Okay,
I
I'll
can't.
give you, okay, I've made it easier for you.
Okay, fame and fortune.
Very good. You nailed it. Yes, it's fame and fortune, which means recognition and money. So these
Yeah.
are some word pairs which go hand in hand in the topic of
Okay.
entertainment. You can try and use it
Yeah.
in your upcoming lessons if you get the chance, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, very well. This was again a very good session, a fun session, Raj, and I hope to see you again.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, thank
Definitely.
you so much. Yeah, so let's wrap it up then, shall we?
Yeah. Sure. Have a nice
Okay.
time and see you tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yes.